Hello, 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 my little maniacs. This is your host, the Maniacs Gaming, coming back at you with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Denver Broncos beating my Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa Bay. Let's get it. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have recorded this video 6 separate times, and each and every time I get pissed off and start swearing and all that. So I have to just stop and re-record the whole entire thing. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to try this again. And at this point, I'm at the point where I'm like, screw it. If this gets demonetized, I do not care anymore. So first up, we're going to talk about the Broncos stats, because this, I feel like, is a lot more showing. So, Bo Nix, 25 catches, 6 on 30, 25 throws on 25 completions on 36 attempts, 216 yards, averaged 6 yards a throw, 0 tutties, 0 picks, sacked 0 times. A lot of those are a big problem, but we'll get into that. Otherwise, we've got rushing yards. Tyler Batty, number 28, 9 for 70, 7.8 a carry, lawn of 43. Bo Nix, 9 for 47, lawn of 22, and 1 touchdown. Javonte Williams, 5 for 12. Jaleel McLaughlin, I'm not sure how to say that, 5 for 7, 1.4, and a touchdown, lawn of 7. And then, receiving. This is where they went kind of chaos. Quan Sutton, 7 for 68. Jordan Humphrey, 6 for 37. Reynolds, 2 for 36. Williams, 4 for 29. Troutman, 1 for 13. Franklin, 2 for 11. Marvin Mims Jr., 1 for 9. Jaleel, 1 for 7. And then Nate Atkins, 1 for 6. No touchdowns through the air. Now, here's the thing with Bo Nix. He did a good game. He played well. Like, he played absolutely well. I cannot fault him for how he played. He had a really good game. I will be honest. He had a great game. But he did not, I've rewatched the tape. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he did not have a throw that made me go, wow, that's a really good throw. That's an above average QB throw. He didn't have a single one. He just hit wide open guys that were just sitting wide open for reasons that we'll get into later when we talk about the Bucs side. So, yes, he beat us. Yes, he did win. But he still does not throw a passing touchdown. I'm going to take some solace in that. A lot of this is just simple crap that Tampa needs to fix. Anyway. As for Denver fumbles, Williams had one that was lost and recovered by Tampa. And then, here's another big issue. Denver had 7 sacks and 5 TFLs. I don't know. And then, Denver also had Brand Jones interception. That was just a bad throw from Baker. And then shout out Will Lutz going 4 for 4 on field goals. And 2 for 2 on extra points, resulting in 14 points. Now Tampa Bay. Alright. We're going to try to keep it calm here. We're going to try to keep it calm. Baker Mayfield, 25 for 33. 163 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. The touchdown, beautiful throw to Chris Godwin. That was a beautiful throw. 7 sacks, 31 yards. Now, here's the thing. Most of these sacks were because Baker just would not throw the football. He literally would roll out into the pressure or try to move up in the pocket, not throw the ball, and just take the sack. And it was so frustrating to watch him because he was just stepping up in the pocket, but just allowing himself to be sacked. He was not trying to avoid it. Like, the O-line, yes, did not do a good job of keeping him upright. But at the same time, the O-line did their job. Like, Baker just allowed himself to be sacked. Like, that was just brutal. Like, Baker did not have a great game. He did great all things considered, but like he did not have a good game. The offense did not have a good game. I will not blame this in any way, shape, or form on the defense, except for one player, but we'll get into that. Anyway, Bucky Irvin for the rushing yards, 9 carries, 70 yards, 7.8 carry, lawn of 32. Bucky had a good game. Bucky had a great game. He's going to get a lot more snaps at running back. I believe running back one for Tampa, I believe. Rashad White, 6 for 17, 2.8 carry. He just could not find a hole to save his life. There were no holes for him to run through. He couldn't get anything going. Sean Tucker, 1 for 4. He only had 1 carry at the end of the game. When we were just resting everybody. When we gave up. Receiving wise, Godwin, again, having a great performance. 6 for 53, 1 touchdown. Which brings him up to 3 on the year, which is tied for the league in the league. And then Kate Allen, 747. He had a great performance, honestly, at tight end. Rashad White, 5 for 18 out of the backfield. Not going to complain about that. Now, we're going to skip this one, actually. So, Bucky Irvin, 3 for 14. Payne Durham, 1 for 8. McMillan, 1 for 6. And then Palmer, 0 receptions, but was targeted 1 time. Here's the issue here. If you look here, Mike Evans, wide receiver 1, right? 2 receptions, 17 yards. 3 targets. What? How in the hell do we only target our number 1 receiver 3 times the entire game? The entire game. There are plays where if you look, he is wide open and Baker just does not want to throw it. Especially after his pick early in the game. That resulted in Denver 7 points. He did not want to throw the ball. He was scared to throw the ball. And it was the most frustrating thing because, like, bro, what are you doing out here? Like, Baker, just throw the ball, please. Like, you're just sitting there allowing this to happen. Now, Kate Otten, 1 fumble, which was lost, recovered by Brandon Jones, and Logan Hall recovered a fumble that was produced by Levante. Kate Otten, I don't blame him for the fumble. Like, he's trying to extend the play. I can't really blame him too much. Now, defensively, Jamel Dean led the team in tackles. You might think that's good, but he's a starting corner. Now, we'll get into this in a moment. Everyone else, they did fine. Tackles. Shout out Zion here, corner 2. He allowed a big play that allowed the Broncos to get their first opening drive touchdown. Who was it? I think it was the Josh Reynolds, where Zion did not have his feet set, so he allowed Reynolds to get behind him, but then he managed to catch up to him to stop it. He did great. Here's the thing. Other than Braswell's 2 QB hits, we did not get to the damn quarterback. 0 sacks. 0. Like, what are we doing? And then 2 TFLs. 1 from Tyke Smith was just a beautiful play, and then 1 from CJ Brewer, which was, again, a beautiful play. What are we doing? We need to figure this out quick. Because, like, this no pass rush thing is just annoying. I get Kalijah Cansey's hurt. I get Yaya's hurt. But somebody has to step up and make a damn play. Somebody has to step up and make that play. Because nobody out here is making a play. Nobody out here is making a play on defense. No sacks, no interceptions. We got a couple passes defended. There were a couple opportunities for picks, but no one got their hands on it. Kick returns, great. McLaughlin, 1 for 1. He only had the 1 chance. Now, I'm going to go get this. So, please hold for 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and hide this for 1 second while I go get this. Let's see if I can find it. I cannot find it. I can't find it, but Jamel Dean much as I love the man, he's a corner one. We're paying him a lot of money. He was lined up 10 yards downfield so many times during the game. So many. And it's like, what are you doing? Are you scared? Like, are you scared of covering? Like, he was just down the field for no reason. Like, so far off the line of scrimmage that it's like, what are we doing here? Like, I genuinely was confused on what he was doing. Like, he was just so far down the field, like, on situations where, like, he shouldn't have been. Let's see. I'm trying to find a picture to, like, kind of show my point here, but, like, I'm not able to find it. Okay. Honestly, here's a good example. So, we got this situation, right? Let me pull this up so it's big. Now, here you go. Here's the example. What are we doing? 4 linemen. Here are the receivers. Here's the line of scrimmage, right? 2 linebackers. Corner. Like, why are these guys, like, so far off? Like, look at this. Here's a receiver. Then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 yards downfield of separation. And then over here, lined at the 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 yards of separation. Like, what are we doing here? What in God's name are we actually doing here? That we're like, oh, this was the great decision. I'm not even sure which one of these is Jamel Dean. Okay, I actually did find him. Here he is. Up top here. He is the literal corner that's 10 yards down the field for no reason on this play. No reason. He is just down the field. Like, I genuinely, I don't know what we were thinking here. But anyway, yeah, that's enough ranting for me. If you guys want, feel free to follow my Twitter. The Maniacs games, you'll usually just find random Bucs stuff on there. Stuff like that. But anyway, guys, I'll go ahead and just put this over here so now you can see my user. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for me for this video. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on that noti bell on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Trying to hit that by the end of the year. Trying to hit 1,600 by the end of the month. Let's get it, fam. And as always, I'll see you guys later. Stay crazy, fam.